Have you been considering right-sizing your home? Perhaps you want to get rid of a flight of stairs or some other functionality aspect of your home that's no longer working for you, but you've been concerned about the tax ramifications? Boy, do I have some good news for you today. Hi, I'm Nick with the E&ED Realty Group. Just wanted to have a quick, brief conversation with you about Prop 19, which passed last November. Been talking to some clients, and some of them don't quite fully understand what's going on. So I just wanted to break down what the actual changes are for you so you have a better understanding. Of course, you can always contact me with any questions that you have. But real quickly, the new law, it impacts two current property tax laws, basically Prop 60 and Prop 90, which is the senior exclusion from reassessment, and Props 58 and 193, which is the transfer from a parent to a child or grandparent to a grandchild. The other nice thing, though, is this law actually kind of wraps around and includes people that are severely or permanently disabled, or have been victims of a natural disaster. So if you've lost your home in a wildfire and you need to buy a new home, it's not quite fair to be expected to pay this new tax rate, right? You should be able to move your old tax rate, which now this law does do. But the big thing that I wanted to bring up to you is essentially the changes that we're going to have to Prop 60 and Prop 90, which are now essentially defunct and going away. If you didn't know, Prop 60 basically you had to be over the age of 55, you needed to be your primary residence and within 2 years of the sale or purchase, but you got to move your current tax basis over to your new home. You were able to do that one time only over the age of 55, and there were some formula caps on how that was actually calculated, and it had to be within a county that past Prop 60. And then if you wanted to go from one Prop 60 county to another, that's Prop 90. But basically, you had to be in a county that had Prop 60. That's the way it currently is now. That is basically all changing as of April 1st. So you still have to be over the age of 55, still has to be your primary residence, and within 2 years of the date of sale or purchase. But now you can move your tax basis up to 3 times over the age of 55. So if you want to do it at 55, 65, 75, you can do so. This is absolutely huge. I've had so many clients over the years that are over the age of 55 that would love to take advantage of this, but they knew that they have one more move in them, so they wanted to kind of time it right. This kind of eliminates that. It gives you the flexibility to basically get to the end of your life. And really, this is going to open up a lot of opportunity for a lot of people. Also, there's now no more cap. You used to have to buy a home of the same value or lesser value. Now you can buy any home, any value. And what they'll do is your old value, they'll move your tax basis up to that old value. And then once you get above that, you pay the new tax rate on the difference, but still drastically more than if you were not allowed to move the basis. And now it's statewide. You can move anywhere in the state of California and move your tax basis. That is absolutely huge. Okay. On the other side of things, though, on the transfer from a child to a grandparent, this is kind of how they're paying for some of this stuff. The way it stands right now, it's unlimited transfer of assessed value on the primary residence. There's no requirement to live in a property, and you can move up to $1 million of assessed value on your non-primary residence. So it could be a commercial property or other residential properties that are income properties, and it needed to be within 3 years. Okay, they have now changed that as of February 15th. It's now limited to $1 million of transferred assessed value on a primary residence only. In other words, you must live in the property now in order to transfer that $1 million of assessed value, okay? There is no transfer of assessed value on any property that's not a primary residence. So if you were thinking about transferring a commercial property, not going to fly. If you have multiple residential properties that are income properties, again, you can't move the tax basis, and everything needs to be done within 1 year. So if you have properties and you're thinking about sending them to your children, your grandchildren, or whatever, things are going to change, right? But if you're over the age of 55 and you're thinking about making a change there, this law is absolutely going to help you. So feel free to reach out to me with any questions that you have, how you can take advantage of this. If you do have properties that you need to transfer, how you'll be impacted, I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you, not a problem. And of course, if you have any questions about what your home is worth, is now a good time to buy or sell, what's going on in your neighborhood and how's the market, I'm always more than happy to have that conversation with you. Just reach out. And that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, who you choose to negotiate for you absolutely matters.